Welcome back, and here we are for Spa-Francorchamps. I think I said that right. I never can get it right. But anyway, you can see the time until race is 25 days, so it is the summer period. And we do have upgrades ready to come on in. 6 days until the rear wing comes in, 5 days until the side pods come in. So our car is going to be upgraded quite a bit for this Spa Grand Prix. If we have a look in the mail over here, there's a lot they're saying. I think it's a load of rubbish basically in the mailbox, but we're going to come back when we get the upgrades on the car to see how much of a difference it has made. Alright, so the new upgrades are in. You can see here is the third rear wing design. You can see there is quite a bit of a difference on the side. Let's have a look at the rank on the grid. So it does go up a little bit when it comes to the cornering and the DRS, and also the dirty air cornering. So it is an upgrade on the car that we need. We just need to manufacture it. Now, if we have a look at the side pods, which we also improved, it's our first upgrade on the side pods, this one. If we have a look. So here we go. You can also see the upgrades that it has. I think this one's a little bit bigger than the rear wing upgrade, but the car is improving, and I think that's the main thing to take from it, because we will have a faster car for Spa. I'm sure other teams will have a faster car as well, so it'll be interesting to see how we actually perform in Spa. But if you have a look at our car, Kevin Magnussen must be outperforming our car like crazy. I mean, top speed with 14th. You know, low speed, like, we're not even in the top 10 in any of these except for the high speed dirty air cornering. So I think Kevin Magnussen's on absolute fire, to be honest. Hello, so here's something to look at. We've got heavy rain forecast for Belgium. We love a bit of a wet race, as Kevin Magnussen took his first race win in the rain. Also got a podium in the rain as well this season. So maybe this could be another good race for Kevin Magnussen. Oh my gosh, they're in his way. Get out his way, get out his way. Come on, this is not a track where we need you in his way. Oh, they've absolutely ruined Mick Schumacher's first lap, so it's going to be all down to his next lap. I mean, he's got an Aston Martin just sitting right in front. That's very annoying. So Mick Schumacher's first lap has been ruined. Kevin Magnussen can get a representative lap time on there, but Schumacher is in a bit of a hole. And it looks like everybody else's time is getting messed up as well. That's something that they need to change. That's something that they need to update in this game. That so many people don't get held up on their laps. Because you can see from Lando Norris down, everybody's been held up. So they need to make a change there. They need to update the game. If they could do that, that'll be quite handy. Because that first run now is... you don't know, for example, for Kevin Magnussen, I have no idea where he compares to the rest of the grid, because none of these guys have put in a representative lap time, as Alonso goes a little bit slower. But that is an update that they do need on the game. Mick Schumacher now needs a lap, a really good lap to get out of Q1. I'm sure Guan Yu Zhou is going to improve, so he has to improve himself. Zhou does. Mick Schumacher in the drop zone. Can he improve? He does get out of Q1, only just so. Daniel Ricciardo is out. And I tell you what, this is a weird grid. I mean, Ferrari's well up there, but the Red Bulls were down with us. Maybe they got held on their laps again? That was really weird. Kevin Magnussen P8, Mick Schumacher P14, both out of Q1. Come on then, this needs to be the lap for both drivers. Schumacher is now in the drop zone. Kevin Magnussen might actually be alright with that time. I'm sure Sainz is going to improve. But I think he will get through with that time. It's Mick Schumacher is the one that we're worried about of making it through. He is improving on his lap. So is Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen going about 3 tenths quicker after the first 2 sectors. K-Mag actually does need a time to get out of Q2. Mick Schumacher, what can he do? Kevin Magnussen crossed the line. He's out of Q2. And so is Mick Schumacher. No drivers in the Q3. Well, this is a bit of a shock. Hello, we were expecting at least one driver. Magnussen misses out by 3 1/1000ths to Pierre Gasly, but neither driver makes it into Q2 this time. About a 4 tenths difference. And out of Q2 goes both our drivers for the first time in God knows how long. It's been a long time since that happened. Fernando Alonso is getting a grid penalty, so maybe Kevin Magnussen might get moved up. But that's disappointing. That is disappointing. At least it's going to be heavy rain in Belgium. I guess our car isn't the fastest when it comes to the straight line, so maybe it makes a bit more sense. And we shouldn't be so surprised, but we're just so used to making it in the Q3 that it feels a bit weird. So start your cars on intermediates. Hold on a second. Do we start them on wets? It's going to go down and then it's going to go up. No, we'll start them on intermediates. We start them on wets, it'll be way too risky. So we'll start both drivers on the intermediate tyres. And we'll see what they can do as the race go on. Starting position for Kevin Magnussen 10th, 13th for Mick Schumacher. So they both actually moved up a place. I think Fernando Alonso must have taken at least a 10-place grid penalty. But here we are, ready for the Grand Prix. Starting on the intermediate tyres. Are there any intermediates? Everybody else is on wets. So maybe we should have went on the wet tyres. So maybe we've messed this one up. I thought everybody was going to be starting on the intermediate, so we were going to be the outside ones on the wet tyres. So maybe we've had a bit of a blunder with a strategy. Probably, as it is supposed to rain pretty heavy. The wet tyres must be the ones to be on then, as everybody has chosen the wets. We're the only team that's going different. I'm not sure which tyres are the best right now. I think the Inters must be the best tyres to start with right now, but is slowly going to go towards the wets. So we're going to tell both drivers, let's just go for it. You know, if we're on the wrong tyre, we're on the wrong tyre. But let's attack everybody and let's see what we could do early on in this Grand Prix. And I tell you what, look at how close Kevin Magnussen is to the back of these cars. I think the Inters might be the best tyres to be on right now. But it's not going to be long until the rain starts pouring it down. We've got to hope this rain stays away for a little bit longer and that these Inters are the tyres to be on. Otherwise, we could be in big trouble. I think we are in big trouble. We've had a bit of a strategy blunder at the start of this race. Yeah, track is really wet. It is probably time to come in for the wets. We're going to have to bite the bullet and just come in for the wet tyres. This is painful. I think we've thrown away the race already before it has even started. So wet tyres are coming on for Kevin Magnussen. We're going to actually do a double stack. Put the wets on for Mick Schumacher. Boy, oh boy, is this painful. We should have at least split the strategy. Both drivers are going to come in for the pits. Put a new set of tyres on. And that is pretty much us all the way down. Kevin Magnussen actually somehow comes out in P17. But, yeah, that's our race. A lot harder it is now. We're going to have to bank on a safety car or something to really help us out. I mean, are we out of potential points? No. I think Magnussen could do a drive. Oh, here we go. There's a crash. Several cars involved. Safety car, please. That is exactly what we need. It is a safety car. So, yes, we've got a safety car. We've kind of been saved now. Thank you. We needed that. I'm going to tell them to conserve their tyres. Let's see who's involved in the crash to save our race. Esteban Ocon is involved in the Alpine. Looks like it's going to be AlphaTauri going into back. Oh, that's a big crash. Blimmin' heck. The Alpine's been pinballed around everywhere. I don't even know where it's ended up. But that's a massive crash. Just a little bit. That was crazy. That Alpine was picking around like there's no tomorrow. So, do we want to pit? No, I don't think we do. We're going to stay out on these wet tyres. We only pit just a couple laps ago. So we're going to stay out. It's going to bunch the whole field up and basically bring us back into play, which is very nice news indeed. Here we go. We're ready for the safety car restart. We're going to get both our drivers ready to push, use up the full fuel, and get our elbows out at the start of this restart. Schumacher down in 16th. Kevin Magnussen in 14th. This is not over yet. We have a chance at points thanks to the safety car. It has really helped us out, actually, in this race. So now we're all bunched up, and we can get back into the Grand Prix. You can see the rainfall is going down. So thoughts of intermediates are crossing my mind. But now look at here. And look at this. It's supposed to be very, very rainy for the next several laps. So we do not want to come in for the intermediates. We're not going to make a similar mistake that we made earlier in the Grand Prix. We're going to let our drivers race. Keep them in the race. Try and get past Lance Stroll with Kevin Magnussen. And slowly close in on a potential point scoring position. Let's see if we can get Kevin Magnussen past this blimmin' Aston Martin as soon as possible. Same with Mick Schumacher. We're going to go attack mode for both drivers. Come on, guys. You need to get past them. Let's go. Let's see what Kevin Magnussen has got. He's going to try and go around the outside. No, he converts to the inside. Can he get a move done down the inside of the Aston Martin? Yes, he can. That is exactly what we needed from K-Mag. Mick Schumacher, unfortunately, couldn't get past Nicholas Latifi. I think Nicholas Latifi just is too fast for everybody right now. Come on. Come on. Look how close he is. Go for the move. Go for the move, K-Mag. You can get this. You can get this move easy. He's right on his tail. Look how close he is. He's got to get him. K-Mag, this is your time. Go down the inside. Get Lance Stroll. Mick Schumacher will hopefully get him next lap. And we can move on. There we go, K-Mag. Now you can get on with your race. And you can get catching up to the cars up ahead. Good move. Good move, K-Mag. Come on. Close enough for the Aston Martin. Then we can go on attack mode once again. Oh, my goodness me. Never mind. He's brought out another safety car. He's gone flying into the back of Lance Stroll. We kind of saw what happened. But let's watch what Mick Schumacher's done. He's fighting for a contract next season. He's coming into the braking zone. He's locked up. And he's gone flying into the back of the Aston Martin. I'm not sure if he can keep going. Can he keep going? Okay, he can keep going. So get back out there, Mick. We'll sort this out. Don't panic. We'll come in for a new set of wet tyres, I guess. That's kind of annoying. You're supposed to wait until all the cars catch up. So Mick Schumacher is going to be the only car not on the end of this this train of cars. I mean, he has closed up to around 6 seconds, but that is a little bit frustrating. I wish that wasn't the case. Kevin Magnussen, on the other hand, is our only hope at scoring points. Track is getting damp. Maybe we should be thinking about intermediates. We should maybe be thinking about intermediates. Should have probably put Mick Schumacher on the intermediates under the safety car. Not that it would have mattered too much because he wouldn't have been able to catch up to the rest of the grid. So you've locked up again. You need to settle down with the locking up, Mick. What is going on? Sort it out, son. Do we try and go from the wets to the dries? Do we go from the wets to the intermediates? If the rain stopped completely, then we want to go from the wets to the dries. But we'll see what other people do. Track is now damp. That means intermediates. But I think we stay out here on the wets. We don't be the first ones to make the decision. I kind of want to go from the wets straight to the dries. I think that's what's going to be the case here, as it is sunny. And I think everybody's going to be trying to do the very same thing. So, Magnussen, keep doing what you're doing, mate. And maybe we can gain some positions in the pit stop. Looks like it is pretty dry out there. I mean, when do we come into the pits? Probably pretty soon. There's been a safety car. What's this? There's been a safety car. This is the perfect time to come into the pits. Hold on a second. Where's K-Mag on the track? Schumacher's over there. Kevin Magnussen's over there. Okay, we're going to come into the pits with both drivers and put on the dry tyre. And we're going to put them onto the soft compounds. This could be a game-changing moment. Safety car has come out with 5 laps to go. We could get this spot on. We could be on for a very good point scoring position, at least with Kevin Magnussen, because we cannot serve at blimmin' penalty under the safety car with Mick Schumacher. We're going to come out onto the softs. Let's have a look at who was involved in the crash. It is the Red Bulls. No way have they crashed again. Oh no, it's a Red Bull with a Ferrari. No, it's the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls have crashed again. Just like last race, it's absolute carnage down at Red Bull. This is 2 races in a row where they've crashed into each other. Are both cars out? Both cars are out. Oh my goodness me, it's happened again for Red Bull. Magnussen into the pits. We're the only two drivers that are coming into the pits by the looks of it. K-Mag's coming in to put a set of softs on. As it is about to be a dry track for the last 5 laps of the Grand Prix. This could have worked absolutely perfect for us. Mick Schumacher, he is coming round. Is he going to come? He's coming into the pits. No one else does. Oh my goodness me. Kevin Magnussen, I think, could be on for a race win here. He could be on for another race win, depending on what everybody else does. Sainz comes into the pits. What does he come out on? Hold on a second. Let's see what everybody else is going to come out on the pits of before we make our decision just yet, and if we're in for a race win. No, so a bunch of other cars are now coming out on the soft tyres, but all these drivers still in the wets, they're about to lose their position. So Magnussen could get in for a really good point scoring position. Mick Schumacher actually served his 5-second penalty, so he is in for a shout for a potential points scoring position. Surely everybody else is going to come into the pits. Yes, they do. Magnussen only up to P8. What have you done? We're under the safety car. No. You're not getting a contract next year. You're not getting a contract next year, Mick. This is shambolic. We're under the safety car, mate. We're under the bloody safety car. You're not even going to catch up. Here we are. Safety car in this lap. We're going to have 2 racing laps to go. Can Mick Schumacher climb up to the back of the cars? I think he will be able to. So we'll be able to join in for the last charge. It's going to be very interesting to see what we can do. Magnussen in P8. Mick Schumacher in P16. Where are we going to finish? We've got so much ERS. We've got so much fuel. We're going to deploy everything. And we're going to see what happens on the final 2 laps. We're going to ride, or we're going to watch Kevin Magnussen. We're actually going to ride on board with Kevin Magnussen and see what he can do as the race resumes. 2 laps to see if he can gain any more positions. Currently in P8. This has been a crazy race. We've had 3 safety cars, I think. But Kevin Magnussen is now going to see if he can move up the grid order at all. Everybody on the soft tyres. Except for down further, you see Albon on the hards, so is Latifi. That's just Williams things, I guess. Mick Schumacher, I'm not sure if he'll be able to move up any places, but we're focused on Kevin Magnussen. He's got 1.5 laps now to see if he can gain a position on the Alpine up ahead, or the McLaren of Lando Norris, who has put in an absolute stellar performance this race in that McLaren, which has proved not to be too quick this season. Schumacher moves up a place on Nicholas Latifi. Can he gain a couple more on the Aston Martins and the Williams up ahead? But Magnussen is all over the back of the Alpine. He's going to see if he can make a move. Schumacher, stop moaning about the tyres, mate. Just get the move done. You're in a faster car than those cars. Kevin Magnussen, he looks for a move on the Alpine. Oh, can't quite get it done. He's got 1 more lap to go for it. You've got 1 more lap, K-Mag, to try and make that move happen. What's happening at the front? Hamilton is not close enough to Sainz. Sainz is running away with it. Leclerc is trying to stay in that championship battle with Carlos Sainz, so he's going to try and get that P2 from Hamilton, but we're focused on Kevin Magnussen. He's not going to be close enough to the Alpine. Mick Schumacher, on the other hand, is trying for a move on Yuki Tsunoda. He goes for a move down the inside. Can he get it to work? Yes, he can. Up at the P14 goes Mick. Never mind. He's bottled it again.
Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Mick, come on, mate. You bottle job. Absolute bottle job. Mick Schumacher, get out. Get out. But we're focused on Kevin Magnussen. Guan Yu Zhou is too far behind. Can Kevin Magnussen get past the Alpine of Fernando Alonso on the final lap of the Grand Prix? I mean, it looks like Norris up ahead is holding up Alonso, so maybe we could get a double move, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. What is going to happen? Is Kevin Magnussen going to go for a last gasp move around the outside at the bus stop chicane? Go for a move down the inside. K-Mag, he doesn't want to do either. He's going to settle for P8 and take home 4 points for Haas. A fantastic performance for McLaren, taking P6. Bottas actually gets P4 for Alfa Romeo and Zhou as well. So double point scoring position, double point scoring race for both Alfa Romeo and McLaren. And Mick Schumacher comes home in a lame P16, the last driver to cross the line out of all the drivers that actually finished the race. It was looking alright, actually. He made a couple overtakes and then he locked up once again. So Kevin Magnussen bringing home 4 points for the team. Bottas bringing home 12 for Alfa Romeo, and Guan Yu Zhou taking another 2. Maybe they're saying that the constructors' battle for P4 is not over just yet. We do have quite a hefty lead on them, but if they keep putting performances like that in and Bottas keeps beating the Mercedes, maybe they can make a late charge onto us and we'll be fighting them right to the wire. You have a look at the Drivers' Championship. Sainz gains a bigger advantage to try and take his first World Drivers' Championship. Magnussen still ahead of George Russell in P6 and Schumacher down there in P10. I mean, that was a bit of a crazy race. I've been moaning all season that there's not been many safety cars. And we get 3 in one race. And one sets up for a grandstand finish. I'm sure they would love that in real life. We were hoping for that in Monza in real life, but it never actually happened. But in Spa, we got 2 laps of just pure racing with pretty much every car on the soft tyres, brand new softs. And it was a good finale. Anyway, if you are enjoying the series, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.